Welcome to a new series on the channel. Remember when we did Madden spring games? Well, it's time to do college football spring games. Now, obviously, these will be related rosters since we do not have the new rosters. But we are just about a week out from this team's spring football game. Michigan. I will be controlling the first team offense, second team defense. The Mays team will have the second team offense, first team defense. Let's play some football. Let's go blue. I'll see you at halftime.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a battle in the state of Michigan that will resonate from Motown to the UP. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolverines offense takes the field. Today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
Yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the move, it's Hall. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're in Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play, tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's hunt the ball away. Let's trust. Guys, let's also trust this home field advantage. To get loud, make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Back to throw, it's Warren. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that in.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He wants to go deep, and that pass is intercepted. The third down return didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Field goal is... And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The give to the fullback. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Shows him the stiff arm.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but...
The running back.
Then one.
He's brought down at the 32-yard line.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Morgan. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing right. It's caught. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That completion delivers a 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Got it in the middle, it's Klein. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Going to the running game. Sweet feet on the move. Dances away again. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
PA. Field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They marched 72 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
And there was nowhere to go. And down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. Goes in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. With the catch, it's Morris. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Warren. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and then when he drags across the field.
Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. And I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the 14-3. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin.
That's the end of half number one in the Michigan Wolverines Maize Blue game. The Maize team on top 14-3.
On the outside, as Urban looking for a little bit more here to try to cap off the game.
Jack Tuttle for the blue team, 3 of 8, 52 yards and an interception.
Multiple touchdowns. He's put on a great performance. Definitely the highlight.
For the Maize, it's Davis Warren, 7 of 14, 96 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Rushing for the Maize team, Donovan Edwards, 14 for 71 and a score. For the blue team, Benjamin Hall, 6 for 26. Kicking was the name of the game. 43-yard field goal for Adam Samaha is the only score the blue team has right now. The Maize team, I do believe, gets the ball to start the second half. They do. So we'll see the Maize team on offense first.
The Wolverines will kick it off.
Go back. Time to start the second half in the big house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On the run, it's Edwards. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Wolverines are on the move. It's a reverse. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air, it's Warren. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. Touchdown, Michigan! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the ground with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Finds his tight end. Sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Fast motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. Quick step and go. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Hands it off. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Picks up 1. 3rd down coming.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Point gives them a 28-3 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. That's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Donovan Edwards carries the ball 32 times for the Mays team in their win over the Blue. 28-3 Mays over Blue.
Yeah, not a lot to be
The Michigan Wolverines spring game comes to a close. Tyler Morris, player of the game for the Mays team. 7 for 108 and 2 scores. There's Jordan Marshall's 1 touchdown for either squad today.
And it's going to hurt because you're going to watch your coaches.
There's Tyler Morris' touchdown. It's his first one.
Done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse
Tyler Morris and others. Donovan Edwards, though, this was a player of the game for the Mays team. Davis Warren 12 of 19, 188, 3 touchdowns. But Donovan Edwards 32 for 115 and a score. Ground, Tyler Morris 7 for 108 and 2. Jordan Marshall 1 for 27 yards and a touchdown. Only 1 interception for the Mays team, and it was from Zeke Berry. And Dominic Zavada missed his only attempt at a field goal, but made all 4 extra points. Mays did not punt the ball, but Tuttle went 5 of 14, 75 yards and a pick. Benjamin Hall 7 for 24. Edwards 6 for 12. No Michigan, no Blue team touchdowns today. So we are going to do, this series is going to work like this. We're going to do all of the Big Ten teams that are doing a spring game. That includes everybody but Nebraska and Michigan State. As we send you through the rest of the stats here. There's the interception, Keyshawn Harris. Samaha kicked the only field goal in this game, and with a 43-yarder. So, well, the blue team takes home a big win. The maize team takes home a huge win in the big house, 28-3. Next one will be probably. I honestly don't know, but it'll come out when it comes out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys do enjoy this series. We'll do as many as we can before the new game comes out, and we'll probably do more until the start of college football season. The college football season, plus the Michigan Dynasty, will still be coming out on the channel, so we'll see how that goes. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching, everyone.